Okay, so what I want to do now is actually there are obviously quite a lot of grinding to do. Um, so we can see this is actually the start of chapter 2. It's a fishing one. So I need a block of redstone to get that. Alright. One of the great things I will mention after playing this mod pack, this hammer is very, very useful. If you can't, I suppose I should have made better tools by now, but I feel there's something wrong with the whole, the fact that I can't seem to use these ones. I feel like I must. I feel like it must be to do with this. But I haven't gone to the nether yet. But what I have done is get quite a lot of resources. I've got quite a lot of sugar cane. And sugar canes I can make into wicker. And I'm actually going to need a couple of things from mariculture. I may need the hatchery. The fish feeder is really what I was looking for, so I need 6 pieces of wicker for that. Okay. So we've got our... let's just stand near a chest. Alright. Alright, so we've got a few items here. We've also got some, on the nearby column, there was actually some quartz and some emeralds as well. So we've got quartz and emeralds and diamonds. So we've actually got quite a lot of resources. So we'll take those, and the bait, I'm not sure what is the best bait here. I guess I'll go with that. And there you can see that I've got the sifter. Oh yeah, I haven't really explained it. Basically what I want to do is I want to have like all the fish in here, have fish feeders like sort of spaced around, and then somehow, this is not quite thought through yet, but somehow I want to have like an access port as well, and I haven't quite figured out how. But the idea will be I'll be able to go through the fish breeding and there'll still be access to all the stuff. And even though this room has changed, it was obviously I've had to sort of change the layout a bit with this, made it a bit smaller, which is not great because it's quite small now. Everything still looks fine downstairs. Here, so you can see, and this is actually where the fish tank starts. And you can see it's interesting the way that I've got access to it down. The way the water flow nice is putting all the source blocks. Here's some interesting results. So what do we have here? Not enough. Let's put that down. Alright. So one of the other things I've realised as well is that you can actually make a vat bigger, which is probably been slowing down my production quite a lot. So all I actually need to do is just make 3 more of them, and I can make it into a big square. So I need 28 more for that. So yeah, the idea will be that I have a fishing rod. So I'd like to be able to find a way to do this. Because I think it's not only a difference, that looks like it's working, and it might be working. It's just very hard to really say for certain. I think there is actually stuff in this ice, when I think about it, but yeah. But you can see every time yeah, I can't quite tell when if it's actually getting anything, or whether I'm because you can quite clearly tell with normal fishing rod, can't you? The problem is if this doesn't work, it may not make any difference though, because from what I've seen, it should be okay. Even if I have to use the fish feed and don't actually do any of the actual fishing stuff, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so yeah, this is when you get to the fish feed and the fish trap, all that stuff. So I suppose you're supposed to just... The thing is, I've actually got cod. But that symbol next to the cod, I think it's it shows gender. Anyway, I'll be looking through that anyway. I'm not going to do that quite yet. We'll do it very, very soon, probably next episode. I'm just trying to think what else I've done. Perhaps. So I've got my emeralds there. There's a few things I need to get on with though that I'll be thinking about. Okay, that weird thing happens. Oh, I think I'm actually drinking directly from the pool now I think about it. And I think I've actually seen that before as well. Yeah. So you can see we've got a few different areas here. This here. I also sort of I haven't even set up the thing is, there's no point setting up if it doesn't work, and I don't think it does. I think it's that other bloody Tinker's Furnace. Is it Steelworks one? Maybe the Steelworks one deals more with bricks. It'd make more sense, wouldn't it? But yeah, like I was saying, I've got my you know, so I was making some brass out of this, and that's enabled me to go down this line a bit more. So for instance, I could actually finish that. The jetpack might be nice, but I am still quite limited by this stuff, though. The fact that I never got a zombie head. You know, these ones I haven't killed enough. I mean, that wouldn't really make much difference. So the creeper one again wouldn't make much difference, and the Enderman would make a difference. Could do drawers as well. Yeah, I'd really like to get this one just so I can unlock the line on the whole left hand side, the whole Britannia section. It looks like, really. I mean, I can do everything that's saying in Britannia. Just make. I know pretty much. I know what the whole lot of that is, because I've looked at Britannia quite a lot, and possibly I may not even need to really do it. I mean, I could go through the whole map without getting a zombie head. So, and then I would only really miss out on this small section of the hang glider, fertilizer, you know, the pedestal, day bloom, pure daisy, various runes. Well, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's get stuck to endoflame or something. And as you can see, I have done some of the polluted seas. So what I would need for this, you see, this is actually what's going to start me going. I'll need some a Crucible Furnace, won't I? To get the Crucible Furnace, lava bucket's fine, copper ingots are fine, as is the glass stuff I need, so that'll be fine. Burnt bricks, I've got plenty of clay, so I can do that as well. And I could also use nether bricks as well if I wanted to, but either way I get burnt bricks out of that. The brick construction block, again, more burnt bricks, a lot of iron I'm going to need. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm not going to need that much iron, am I? Because 4 ingots, I won't need that much iron. These things, the heating components and silicon carbide, again, going to need some sand and clay. So I think at this point, because you see, the idea is I want to actually start setting up some of this stuff if I can. That to me looks like a dragon egg, which I'm not particularly happy about. This does look like an sort of entrance into titanium. But what can I do with titanium? I think I may even have some nuggets. Yeah, I think I actually been collecting them very slowly. So it looks a bit like, I've never really used this stuff, but interesting. 8 buckets. And you can see the Crucible Furnace has got a lot of recipes. And I will be able, I'm going to be able to make it because I've got a stack of hardened gravel in the chest. As you can see, you're going to be able to get basically molten of almost everything from it. So it's similar in a way to Tinker's Smelter, yes, but I mean the thing with Tinker's Smelter is you often don't get any extras, do you, from it? Like Crucible Furnace reminds me of Slag Furnace as well when you get extras from it. But you can get various different substances from it. And there should be stuff with fish oil as well. Wait a minute. You see, the blaze fish will give me blaze rods. One thing I did actually want to check is if there was actually, I don't know, string fish. That would probably be a sheepfish or something. I don't think we get string out of it though. No, there's no way to actually get string out of that. String, it will have to... is that 3 or 8? If that's 8 string, that would be pretty good. Yeah, you can get string, see, out of the spider fish. So if I could get that, all the stuff that I need string for is going to be... See, this is why mariculture is such a powerful solution. Because it's actually going to get me all the stuff. And one of the other reasons I actually built this huge tank thing is because I realised that a lot of the mariculture is a bit like scuba diving and stuff. So this tank is actually deep, is fairly deep. I can get ink sacs from this thing as well. I say it's fairly deep, it's not really that deep. It does go deeper than this though, quite a lot deeper than this. So if I do... So what I'm going to do is try and build that up, I guess. And what did we say we could use wicker for? The fish feeder. Yeah, the first fish that I really want to get is actually going to be the minnow. The minnow is supposed to be quite a good fish. Yeah, you get all these different types of droplet. And this tells you how you actually breed them. So the dragonfish and the clownfish make Minecraft fish. I'm not sure about the gender thing though. I mean, I can see they've got different genders. But either way, yeah, because some of these I've got, you see, and some of these fish are actually in-hand uses. You know, like one of them I think is like a gun or something, or a grenade or something. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Cod and minnow make goldfish. This is actually what you want to go for now I think about it. And a goldfish. Get the butterfly, the rainbow trout. Salmon we've already got actually. Salmon's quite popular. You see it? Then with the droplets you can make a scanner. But you can't get to the pearls. The pearls is a quite important thing as well. This thing I haven't actually worked out what to do with it yet. But this could generate me power. I have looked it up. But yeah, so that Crucible Furnace is something I need to get. What do we need for this? The cart assembler. I mean, what sort of resources do I need for that? Basically simple PCB, which is easy. I could actually start that. So you see, I'm at the point now where I can actually start quite a lot of these different quests. And we can move on to... This seems to just go straight into Galgadorian stuff really fast. I wonder what that wood quest is. See, that might be worth trying. Could also try the pneumatic craft quest. Just blow up. That's easy to do. Industrial Revolution, where does that start from? Metallurgic infuser, alright. Yeah, this you can't do because it says from the blueprints that yeah, you have to get those somewhere else. I don't know where. Not here though. And then the circuit fabricator section. And you go to the moon. Alright, well, like I say, I'm not sure exactly, I don't know, what I'm going to do I think is I've actually got enough. I've got enough resources now, I would say. I mean, I can't do dungeons, I can't do the fertilizers, I can't do the hang glide, I can't do the Britannia stuff on the left. That may just randomly be possible much later in the game. I'm going to have to say put it at that point now. I can get all these things, so I can get the boiler upgrades, brass fans. The problem with that though is that I'm not even sure there's any real benefit to this stuff. I mean, you can make brass, fair enough, but what can you really do? I mean, I've done a video on it before. I just can't remember what it was now. Yeah, it's gilded iron. I always think it's gold. It's not. Did I put that book anywhere? I may have left it downstairs now I think about it. Did I? No. Alright. But yeah, so I'll probably dig around here, we'll see. And this thing, yeah, you can just I was under the impression it would actually take hardened limestone, maybe. Does it? Let's have a look. No, it doesn't. Or maybe it's limestone that needs it. What's the point of this thing? Oh. See, I remember something about quicklime. Quicklime suggests it's actually pretty useful. Water and quicklime makes magnesium dust. Just an easy way to get magnesium. Okay, so you can make some special kind of glass as well. Glass, not exactly. I'm not sure where I get this coral from. It's just going to grow naturally, maybe. I'm not sure that was what I was interested in quicklime for there. But that seems to be the only use of it. Like, for instance, I know for a fact that dirt, if we throw that into the sifter, I think there's a config for this, isn't there? Yeah, you see, if we look at the Sifter Recipes, so we can get maggot bait out of raw beef, apple gives a bait worm, birch gives grass. So we basically get all of the different types of grass, bee bait. So a lot of this stuff is going to give us bamboo. Oh yeah, I didn't do the grass stuff. Oh, look at that, maggot bait, grasshopper bait. This looks like very early level bait. Yeah, pretty much all is that. Alright. So one thing I will point out as well is I can actually build an enchantment table now. I'm not sure if I've got one. So we're going. Yeah, so I've already got like 5 chests. I can't remember if I've chucked a load of stuff out. It feels like I have most of the time. When I moved all this shit over, I may have lost some stuff. I don't think I've got any zinc ingots anymore. But then, oh no, I do. Yeah, I've got certain ingots, I guess. I've got some fish oil in there as well. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I think, is, like I say, I'm going to have to upgrade a lot of these things. One other thing that I'm going to have to upgrade, because I've got to upgrade all these things, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it in video. I'll just come back a bit later. But yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but yeah, obviously this thing is a bit annoying, and I'm actually I got a Eureka message. So again, we'll need a couple of stacks of gears for that. Sorry, we need 2 gears for it, but the gears are obviously 81 cobblestone. That's a bit too much, really. But for instance, we will be able to do. We've got a transfer pipe, which we can do straight away because we've got the redstone for. And did I pick up some lapis? I don't think I did. Oh, wait, it's not in there. I don't think I've actually got any lapis. And that kind of sucks. I'll have to get some more lapis as well, because you see, once I do that, then I can make the world interaction upgrade, and then I should just be able to stick it on my yeah, you see, I'm going to have enough iron. Do enough iron. There's some more zinc. I think I might put a lot of iron in the. I've got these. Yeah, I've got 8 iron. Yeah, so I've got enough iron for this. I've got enough iron for that. I just need the 4 pieces of lapis, which will be 1 block of lapis, basically. So yeah, so there'll be basically things I'll be doing: getting the world interaction upgrade and the transfer pipe. And then once I get that, I'll be able to get enough cobblestone. Yeah, I'll be able to get enough, and then basically that will mean that I'll be able to easily get enough for this, and then that will mean that I'll easily be able to make the semi-automatic disc. Oh yeah, you have to actually do it again, don't you? Yeah, but that's no problem. And then I'll be able to make the. I'm actually not that far away from potentially making a quarry as well. But yeah, the thing obviously I'm looking at here is the 2nd tier duster, which will just need those coloured iron gears, piece of gold, and I'll be able to do that. And we get compressed gold with the anvil. And of course you can compress a lot of things down with the anvil. A lot of mariculture jewellery stuff. But there's also anything interesting. Compressed quartz. I've got access to quartz now since I found it. Compressed iron. There's all this compressed stuff here. And of course, one thing we're not even thinking about the Ender stuff, which again is not. You see, really, there's a strange thing about it all is that it's not. I haven't actually done this based on how well I've been able to upgrade the team's construct weapons. I've done it purely based on the fact that this thing just mines almost everything. You know, diamonds, emeralds. I don't understand why that is, but it is the case anyway. And I probably wouldn't have. The problem is, I'm just certain I shouldn't have. It's that other smeltery, and I think there must be maybe there's mine tweak, or maybe I just don't even quite know the rules, because I know that I can't put. I just find it so annoying that this one looks. I mean, what is this? Why is this the faucet? I mean, think about it. This should be seared bricks. It shouldn't be this, because this stuff suggests it's not strong enough. Whereas this stuff comes from slime salt, which comes from salt and gravel, suggests it is strong enough. So it must be something to do with that. I'm convinced of it. But yeah, and you see, one of the advantages, right, of having these fish is that when you put them in here, you do get the fish meal out of them. And if you look up fish meal, it actually makes it fish food, and then I think you use that fish, and then you use that in the fish feeder. Yeah, and you can probably just dump in like certain fish with the same thing, I guess. You know, just chuck them in. I guess that's probably just how you do it, isn't it? So I need 4 for each, and I need 24. So I'm going to have plenty for that. So yeah, so I'll work on the fish feeder as well in that aspect. The other thing is, so we did that. We did the brass alloys. So this seems to be making a lot of steam, right? Oh yeah, I fucked up the nether brick thing. See, I could have used nether bricks. See, I will need to get more nether brick, and I will need to go to the nether properly as well. This is another issue with this mod pack. It's not that, is it? It's a bit always confusing me. Oh no, it's right there. There is actually a nether crucible, which I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, you can use that in the vat. But like I say, you can use that with and then we get some mana steel ingots as well to get rune of fire. This will be an early game Britannia thing. Yeah, you see in the picture it doesn't suggest, I don't think you can use the other one, the crap one. I think it is for steel. No, but it can't be. Is that Tinker Steelworks? I always forget this thing. I will look that up there. Oh yeah, and there's fishing in the nether as well, isn't there? I forgot about that. So I'll need those. I'll make the drawers. That should be very simple. Gilded iron. I'll just need to do. Yeah, you just put iron in there, and there's gold in there already. And so this might actually get some drops as well. The smasher thing. The smasher might be. Honestly, the smasher might be worth using. But yeah, certainly the priorities will be to get my fish stuff up and running. To get a bloody transfer node on this. And then, well, I'm not even sure how much of this stuff I'm going to need. I've probably got enough by now. But you can see what the tank is looking like now. You can see the interesting thing, right, about the tank. So there's actually this clear space right here. So that might be useful, and I can literally just put the fish stuff right in the middle. And it may be enough. Whether there's enough source blocks in there, I could easily just bring down more source blocks, just try and fill it. It'll be a bit of a mess, but you see, I'm not sure about these. If there's particular rules on this sort of stuff. There's never really been. It's never like you need, you know, at least 12 source blocks depending on the size of the area. I never really saw that. But anyway, we do not want to do that. One of the problems when you take the bloody thing away is that you accidentally leave the door open. When you take the dark pressure plate away, which is on the ground in front of it. I think I must have fucked this bit up, didn't I? All those water blocks are of no real use though. They're irrelevant. It's not even worth it. Because I've got enough water buckets. I mean, this thing seems to be working fine. And my water is, well, I've got enough water for a bit. But anyway, so I'm going to leave the episode here, I think. Still carrots. We still need to be, still are things we can do with the pufferfish. Doing the fish sorter, the mechanised sponge. Oh, wait a minute, did I not? Oh dear. I may have just fucked this completely up. Maybe I just didn't, maybe I... That is an interesting thing. I will look more and more into mariculture. But yeah. I think a lot of it will depend though on trying to get some drops from that stuff. Because I don't really feel like I've got the armour or the ability to... I think I probably should have the ability to get in, but I just don't. This will be on the list as well, just because I know I can make this thing. But yeah, definitely the mariculture thing does seem to be quite important at the moment. And the Crucible Furnace will be... so yeah. That'll be the thing I do next. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, I'll come back in the next episode and I'll probably be a bit further along and I don't know, we'll see. Alright then, thanks for watching.